Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Be Elite podcast from Elite Academic Academy. My name is Mr. Smith. I am the podcast advisor, and today we have, two of our main interviewers. We have Cindy Lou, and we have Bethsaida.
Hello.
And today we are doing an episode about giving thanks. It's the holidays, and we definitely wanted to just talk about what we're thankful for and what we're thankful for during, especially this time. So, I will be discussing that with these young ladies. And please, on the video, drop comments about it. What are you thankful for? And we will definitely share that on the next episode. So, let me go ahead and start with the first one, the big obvious question. What are you thankful for?
Well, for me, I am definitely thankful for my family because they always support me whatever path I wanted to take, and they always help me out, and they love me very much, and I love them as well. And they're just everything for me. And yeah, I mean, I'm thankful for my family and for my dad especially, and my mom. But yeah, that's what I'm thankful for mostly.
Thank you, Betsy. That's awesome. Cindy Lou.
I'm thankful for my family as well, and I'm thankful for having them during the holidays and to celebrate the holidays with them because I know some people don't have that, and that I'm thankful for everything that we have. I'm thankful for food and everything that we have because I know some other people don't have the same opportunities that I have and the same
Right.
things I have. So I'm very thankful for that. And I'm just thankful for also just everything that happens. I'm thankful for it, and I try to find everything that's positive in my life and just try to be thankful for that instead of trying to talk about the negative things. And I just thank God for everything that happened in my life.
I like it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, yeah, most of my family, and then I'm also thankful for some other things like music and movies and stuff like that, like entertainment, because I don't know what to do, and I just I really enjoy listening to music because I guess music was mostly a part of my life, and music is like a way to share, um, you know, people with different languages, even though we can't communicate. Like I know we could always share music because there are certain um, themes that is universal and everybody can understand, even though we speak different languages and and we have different cultures and stuff. And yeah, I'm also thankful for my shelter, my house, because we're living under a roof and we're protected, and I live in a loving household. And yeah, I mean, I'm thankful for many things, but that's mostly what I'm thankful for.
No, I like that because you both started going on to things that a lot of people do take for granted. Like
Mhm.
let's say music. That music is something you just hear in the car. You hear in the background. But you're right; it's something we all can enjoy, and we can enjoy across the globe. And it's something that we absolutely should be grateful for. For me, I mean, it's going to be copying a lot of your answers, but I mean, I'm thankful for every day that I wake up, for every day that I know I'm able to um, get up and work with students. I'm thankful for technology because we're able to do this. Virtual learning has been definitely a new thing for me. I'm used to working in brick and mortar schools, so to do this is so awesome to be able to work with students virtually in very different areas of our state, and it feels awesome. Now you kind of touched on it, Betsy, so I'm going to kind of bring it up again because you said it's something to do right now because right now we're in the middle of a pandemic, and it's a pandemic that doesn't seem to be slowing down. So, how has the pandemic changed your views on what you're thankful for?
Well, for me, sorry, that's my brother. um,
Well timed. I like it.
well, definitely, the views that changed during this pandemic is just that. I guess I'm like more cautious about what I have, and I know that, like Cindy would have said, like, most people don't really have the opportunities that I have, or the the things that I have. So I take it, like, I'm grateful for the things that I have, and yeah, like, I think that's how it has changed, because I guess I'm like, from my family, like, we're very competitive in a way, and at such a young age, I was like, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And now I just, like, as I grow older, like, I'm more, like, I, I'm grateful for the stuff that I have, for what my parents provide me. And I thank my parents for that.
It's awesome.
The way it changed, probably for the pandemic, my view, I'm trying to think, but maybe not being able to go outside. I don't think I was ever like grateful for being able to go outside or anything like that, or go to like the things I want to go to. And I think that just I think about the times I did want to go outside, like outside of my house, even though I can. And that makes me feel sad that I didn't go outside when I had like the chance to or opportunity to. So I feel like
Right.
that will definitely change later when
Right.
it's over.
And that's the thing, right? We don't really think about it until those things are taken away. And for me, I mean, it's silly, but it's movie theaters and gyms. Like that, I just took them for granted. And now the pandemic hit, and you have no idea how bad I want to go see a movie, or how bad I just want to go to the gym at night. And I was telling you both before, like, it came to the point where I drove 3.5 hours to go out of state just to go watch a movie at a movie theater. Like, pandemic is nuts, but it also, you really appreciate everything you did have, and you appreciate everything you do have. Just like how Betsy said, you have a roof over your head. You have food on the table. You have your family, and that's something the pandemic didn't take away. We still have that, and we should be thankful for that. We should be thankful for it every single day. Now, about every single day. So Cindy Lou gave us a really great question, and I want to ask that question. What are ways that we can remember to give thanks every day, and not just during the holiday season?
So I'll answer my own question first.
Yeah.
So for me, I came up with that question because I was looking at this video and she was talking about how she has this journal and she writes down what she's thankful for every single day. I thought, oh, I want to try that too. I thought maybe it will make me more like a positive person and just help people and help me with feeling more grateful and things like that. So that's like one idea, having a gratitude journal and just writing things that you're thankful for each day. It makes you have to think about what's positive in that day, things like that. Also, I think that journaling and probably praying is also it helps you keep thankful. You say what you're thankful for in prayers and just thank God. I think that's also what helps.
Absolutely.
And yeah, like what Cindy Lou said, journaling. I did. I'm doing journaling as well, and I think it has helped me so much, because I would write them down and then I would look back and read it. And to be honest, like, I don't even remember what I write. And so, like, when I read it, I'm like, oh, like, I don't remember that. And at that day, I was grateful for that thing, and it makes me, and like, it uplifts me, especially if I'm having like a sad day or something. I look back, and I think that's very helpful. That would be helpful for many people. And also, I think just like talking with people that like what you're grateful for, because they could understand, they could support you, and I think like just talking it out, like takes out all the energies, and I believe that would be a good one too. Like just talk it out. Talk what you're grateful for, talk about your worries, anything, and just release all that energies. And yeah, so I think that would be helpful for many people.
I agree. I agree with both of those, because I really do think writing it down is such a great idea, because it's something that you can revisit, and it's something that you're intentional doing. Like you're doing that with intention every morning. I'm going to write down what I'm thankful for. But then I really like the idea of talking to people, because not only are you expressing it out on what you're feeling, but you're sharing that, and it might kickstart them into thinking like, what am I thankful for too? Well, I think we have somebody else that would like to chime in right now about what they are thankful for. Let me go ahead and add them to the stream. All right, there we go. And I believe you're on mute, Miss Kirkland, right now. There we go.
I sure was. I pulled the mute button. I thought that we'd be over that by now, but
how are you, Miss Kirkland?
I'm good. I'm just sitting here backstage of the podcast listening to you guys, and you guys inspired me. I'm like, man, I should jump in there and say something.
Oh, please do. Yes.
I am grateful for all of you guys. I mean, you're leading the way and paving a path for elite academic that has not happened before. We've never had a podcast. We've never had a teacher to run a podcast. We've never had students. And you guys are just so brilliant, and your leadership is shining all over the place. So I'm grateful for that. And these questions are amazing. The whole pandemic question and how has your life changed? But I think the pandemic really has made us reevaluate our lives too. The importance of family and who you surround yourself with, and slowing down a little bit. I'm the type of person where I'm just like, woo, let me do this, let me do that, let me do that. And this has just really made me turn into somebody who is just starting to think about things a little bit more and take a little more time and really spend my time on things that are of quality, and not just doing things or going to meet people for the sake of doing something, So I feel like I'm really using my time in a intentional manner, as opposed to before, where we could just like get in the car or go outside and go to Target and spend way too much money.
I still do that.
Yeah.
I still go to Target and spend way too much money.
Oh yeah. That's like a mom's dream, is like Target. And that is actually something I really miss, because Saturday mornings I would go by myself and I'd get myself a Starbucks, and I wouldn't have any kids with me, and I would just walk and look at everything in every aisle. And it was like my time to myself. It was my meditation time. So I do miss, you can still go to Target, but I miss drinking.
This is different.
Yeah, I miss drinking the coffee while I'm doing that. You can't really drink through the mask, so.
Right, and it's really hard to kind of just peruse the aisles when, social distancing is definitely in place, and Black Friday became black, every other day, to where they have specials every day, so you just drop by to grab a thing, and you're like,
yeah.
Everything's there. Oh, and I think we have another person ready to join us as well.
Awesome.
Let me see if I can get them on. All right, Maddie, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear
Hello.
you.
How are you, Maddie?
Good.
That's so awesome that you joined us.
Yeah, I barely realized. Oh, sorry. I was like, I forgot.
No worries. So let me go ahead and ask you, Maddie. We've been talking about what we are thankful for right now. So what are you thankful for?
My family and my friends, especially the closest family members and my best friends.
Right. And do you have any ways that, because we always give thanks during the holidays, do you have any ways, any ideas that we can give thanks on a daily basis throughout the year?
You can pray and go to your bed and bow down on your knees and pray.
Right. Yeah. And we had a few other ideas about, writing it down in a journal, and also talking to other people about it. And I think that's important.
I have a good idea where you write down in your journal, and then at the end of the year, you pray about it.
Oh, so like write it down every day during the year, and then at the end of the year, you revisit it all.
Yes. So you know what,
Oh.
to have good memories and the good stuff that happened and what you're thankful for all year. And just go through it and talk to your family about it on New Year's.
I really like that idea.
I like that.
Yeah.
Years. You know what? I've seen something like that where a family has like a jar, and every day somebody writes something that they're thankful for and puts it in the jar. And on New Year's, they take all of these memories out of the jar and read them aloud, because in a year you could do so many things and forget about so many things. So I like that.
Absolutely. I wish I had started that last year. That would have been perfect, especially with the pandemic. Like, it would be great to have this jar or book of awesome things that happened throughout the year
Yeah.
to revisit right before we kick into 2021.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Yeah, well, we still have like some days left, so you can start it because you have like a month and a half.
That's true. And you know what? Good things happen all the
New
time.
Year's is coming. Next year.
Totally.
I really like that. I'm going to jot that idea down because I applaud everybody to give that a shot, because why not? Why? I mean, you can start right now when you're listening or watching this podcast, and by the time you hit the end of the year, you will have some very positive things, and you could even start writing down what happened throughout the year, because it's pandemic has been kind of crazy, but I think we still have a lot that we're very happy and very grateful and thankful for that have happened. So thank you,
Oh,
Maddie.
I just wanted to say one thing.
Yeah.
I feel like people think that sometimes their day may go very horribly wrong, but they don't remember like the things that are grateful. Like they may have had a bad day, but at least they're still alive, that they woke up that morning, and at least they can at least they didn't get in an accident, or anyone they love got in an accident. Maybe they did, but at least you can like hear, see, smell, you can eat, you're not sick. Well, if you're sick, at least you're not so sick.
Right. You were still able to wake up that morning. And right there is so much to give thankful for. And you're right, you can still do all those things, even though like you could have had a disagreement, you could have had a bad day, you could need to fix your car, you could need all these things, but the positives will always outweigh the negative, always. So yeah, good point.
Yeah, it's all about perspective, right? And how we look at our life. Sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't want to go work out. It's running a mile in PE. But then you have to look at the other perspective. I'm healthy and I can do it. So yeah, I think that this is definitely the year of, that's how we have to be positive, is look at all of the little wonderful things that we have. I mean, even just connecting right here online, we're able to connect with people and meet new people that we wouldn't have in the first place. So there are lots and lots of things to be grateful for. But I agree with you, Cindy Lou. Health and happiness and closeness of family and friends is a really great thing to be grateful for.
Like some people may say like this was like the worst year, but at least it brought a lot of people home from colleges and things like that. So a lot of people are together with their family right now during this time.
Right.
And they're all together, and they may be mad or sad that they couldn't do the things they wanted to do this year. But I feel like this year is just a time to be with your family and just really how like sometimes people take like breaks. I feel like this year is like a break, and then next year will be much more better, where everyone's doing all the things they want to and accomplish all their dreams. This is just the waiting time with all your family. You're waiting and just spending time with them.
I like that, the waiting time.
Like
that's what I'm going to call 2020. Just the waiting time.
Right. And all of you are absolutely correct. We do have so much to still be thankful for, appreciative of. And maybe before this year is over, we can have a reflection podcast, and we can just reflect on the positives that happened throughout the year.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you we'll have a lot of them. Oh, look at Maddie's a banana now. Oh, that's so cool. Sorry, didn't mean to draw attention to the banana. I thought it was really cool. But yeah, I think we should do that. I think we should before 2020 is over. We'll reflect on all the awesome, amazing things that did happen, and we'll focus on that rather than the negative.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, that is all I have. Would anybody like to add anything in closing before we sign off?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember to know that you're alive and that you have family members loving you, and be grateful and pray every day. That's my ending.
I want to say one more thing too. I have a lot to say, but also I just want to say, like Maddie said, to pray every day, because that will really help you in your life, and also to remember that there's someone out there who loves you. You may think that no one loves you, but there's someone out there who loves you,
Yeah.
and also that God loves you and someone out there also loves you. And that you're never alone. If you look around you, you may find someone who loves you and that is there for you. You just take some time to search for him, for her. And also, lastly, what I wanted to say was, don't forget to remember to be thankful each day. And I forgot what I was going to say. Whatever. And I think that's all what I wanted to say.
And for
awesome.
me, what I wanted to add is that for those people who, can't be with their families at this time, just like call your family members, especially the ones that you haven't talked to for a long time, catch up with the times, and just like let them know like that you love them, that you're thinking about them, that you care about them, because you never know what person needs that right now. And also for those who like wants to do everything and can't be able to do it, just wait and just relax, rest, you know, take advantage of the rest of the year that we have, and just be thankful of what you have, and that like everybody says that you're still alive to this day, and just like just like take advantage of the rest of the year and like make it great.
I finally remember what I was going to say. I was going to say that there's a reason for everything, and I feel like there's a reason for the pandemic. I feel like we're going to become more stronger through it, that people are going to be more cautious of getting sick, and I feel like without the pandemic, I probably wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be in this school. I would have probably went back to brick and mortar school after my first year. And I wouldn't probably have tried for the podcast or anything. So I'm grateful for that part of it. And that's it. Just remember that everything happens for a reason. Because if that thing didn't happen, it wouldn't be who you are today. Oh yeah, I read this article where it said the things that are bad, sometimes the things that are bad actually shapes you to who you are right now. And to always look back to see what shapes you to be who you are right now, and be grateful for those moments instead of being, oh, that moment was so bad, but it shaped me. You should think about how it shaped you to being who you are right now. That's all I had to say.
Very, very wise words. Thank you.
Yes. And also to spread positivity around the world. Spread positivity.
Absolutely. I agree. Try to spread positivity as much as you can. We need it, every one of us. All right. Well, if you have nothing else to say, go right ahead.
Remember to have their there. We can have a shoulder to cry on. That will be there for you.
Awesome. Look at that. There you go. And I want to remind everybody, please visit eliteacademic.com for more information. And you can find our podcast on YouTube and all those audio channels that are on the banner on the bottom. So that is all we have. I would like to thank everybody for joining us on this very special episode. And we will see you next time on the Be Elite podcast. Thank you.
Bye.